The Persona series is absolutely packed to the brim with amazing intros to each of its games, anime series, movies, etc. There's so many that my friends and I decided to get together and watch through them all and rank them into a tier list. And we had a lot of fun doing it with no disagreements whatsoever. I've got some opinions.
We all do, Mick. You're not special.
I don't know what whacked up part of your brain is malfunctioning.
I'm screenshotting that. I'm so screenshotting that.
Dude, how is that God tier?
Are you kidding me? So sit back, relax, maybe grab some popcorn, and enjoy our suffering. Now before this video gets started, I'd like to thank the sponsor of today's video, me! Please subscribe, and maybe follow us on Twitch. I don't think any of us have actually seen all of them.
I have.
That's because you're a giant fucking nerd, 8. Shut up.
The order that we're going to watch them in is in Japanese release order. We could go in chronological order, but that makes two problems appear. The first one, when does Q and P3 and 5 dancing take place?
3 dancing takes place in January of Persona 3, and then 5 dancing takes place sometime before the ending of 5.
Okay, yeah, but what about Q?
So what you're saying is giant ass pulls for all eternity.
The other problem is that we'd be ending this entire list with Persona Trinity Soul. And I think I speak for all of us when I say we do not want to be ending on Trinity Soul.
No, fuck you. I want to end on Trinity Soul.
I don't even fucking know what a Trinity Soul is.
Before we get started, I do have to give a shout out to a user on YouTube known as Jordgoin, because a lot of the intros we're going to be watching are actually upscaled versions of their original releases. Let's start out with September of 1996 with the release of Revelations Persona. I couldn't tell I was streaming, but when I woke, I was...
And
not? Wait, what did that say? I and not?
I dreamt that I was
Schrodinger's
and not a
butterfly.
butterfly.
This sure is an opening.
I mean, yeah. Making me wish I was just playing Fatal Frame 2.
He's playing Akatsuki Blitzkampf.
Makes me wish I was playing anything other than watching this.
This is so boring.
Yo, I'm bored.
It's not even like music, really. It's
Suddenly, Half-Life 2. Or Half-Life 1.
I think I know where this intro's ranking already.
Oh, great, it's the Matrix.
We still have another 40 seconds of this left.
Nice, I'm sure it'll be very interesting.
I could not even tell you like the progression of this song, and it just note every like 5 seconds.
Okay, that's the okay.
Okay,
That's the only cool part of this at it all, like how it turns into the block fort at the hospital bed.
I just thought they didn't load the model.
Can you do me a favor and put this and make sure it stays here, the bottom of bad?
It's going in bad. I think we all agree that it's going in bad.
If that was like my first introduction to the Persona series, I would never touch Persona in my entire life. If something's bad, that means you didn't do something right. If something's boring, you did something so completely wrong, it can never be fixed.
I've seen quite a bit of Persona 1 now. You can see the seeds of what the series would eventually turn into, but it's not there fully yet. I do wish that that the series would bring back Philemon, though. So we're going to be moving 3 years later to June of 1999 with Persona 2 Innocent Sin for the PS1.
Swing sets.
This is instantly better.
Yeah.
It is, but it's still like...
That's why it's instantly better, is because at least the music is a lot more interesting.
It's not just that it's more interesting, it's like distinguishable in any way.
Because I can already tell you this right now, just watch Persona 1, I already forgot what the hell that was in the intro.
The only thing I remember is the block fort.
Yo, my man needs to calm down with the piano.
No, yeah, look at this. Instantly, this is sometimes better because we've called back to the swing shot like 3 different times, and there's been different characters.
Oh, shit. Did we switch to a different intro?
Uh-huh. Okay, yeah.
Okay, I'm down. I'm down.
Oh, yeah.
We got motorcycles.
I like the strings, that's pretty good.
Oh, we got Joker.
I've never seen imagery of a speedometer where the speed was going down. This is the first time I've ever seen that. I give it points just for originality.
how did this just become so much better in the second half?
Motorcycles make everything better.
That's a lie, and you know it.
I kind of want to rank this in two different things because the first half, the intro is better than one's, yes, but it's
Fine.
not that good. But then when we get to the
Yeah, it
second
sounds good.
half,
Yeah,
it just becomes so much better.
If you're gonna have like a really good part there towards the end, your prelude should not be longer than it.
All of us were confused when the drop happened, as if we'd transitioned to a completely different game entirely.
It does play into Persona 2 Innocent Sin, considering the plot of the game is basically like just a bunch of buildup and then shit gets fucked.
Persona 2's plot is basically here's a random event, here's another random event, here's another random event until like you're 75% through the game, and then all of a sudden, wait,
Hitler.
Yeah, and then Hitler.
This is top of okay, bottom of good.
This is probably going to go above other things we put in okay. I'd say it's on the high tier of okay. We had a 3-year gap between Revelations Persona and Persona 2, but then only a year gap to the next Persona game, Persona 2 Eternal Punishment for the PS1. This is the one we actually got in the US. The plot actually works without knowing the first Persona 2 game.
All right, oh yeah, funkier beat.
This is the only Persona game where the cast is made out of adults and not high school kids.
This sounds like a club rave music.
This sounds like a club version of New 13's theme. I'm going to be honest, I completely forget the plot to Eternal Punishment, so I don't even know how well that played into the plot.
It definitely has things from the plot, I'll say that much.
Honestly, it wasn't as good as the one before.
Yeah,
I
would
think
put
below and
just
okay, though.
Yeah, I think this one is just okay compared to the one before.
It wasn't like mediocre, like it had personality to it. So now we're going to move on to Persona 3.
I know this is upscale, but just look at that cloud.
Burn My Dread is so good. I love it.
It's been so long since I listened to this.
Like, the animation quality got a pretty big jump here as well.
It was 6 years, isn't it? More of just like a casual walk.
Honestly, Persona 3, they could have started up a new series just with different terminology, and it would have been like...
But to be fair, this is basically a reboot.
Absolute frostiest take Mick has ever said. No one disagrees with.
No, but there are connecting elements between Persona 1 and 2 and then the rest of the series. 1 and 2 are very connected, 3 and 4 are very connected, and then 5 is semi-connected to 3 and 4. All right, so where are we ranking this?
I do not like Burn My Dread.
Really?
I
Ooh.
think it only
That
has one good part, and it's the Burn My Dread part, and then the rest of the song is just mediocre.
I was about to say something similar. I like it when it's doing the Burn My Dread part, but just the sort of talk singing. I have a couple of problems with Persona 3's soundtrack in general, just because a lot of it is Lotus Juice just kind of talking.
Here's the reason why I put it pretty high, right? It's the music besides outside of Burn My Dread. It's not that great. It's
But the animation-
kind of mad. Yeah, it's the animation.
I think it's good for what it is, but it's very different from how every other Persona intro is going to... Like, before or after, it's so different from any other intro, except for Persona 3 Portable.
It gives you the biggest spoiler right off the bat. Memento Mori.
I don't actually know what that phrase means.
Remember you are mortal. Remember you will
that's-
die.
I know that this is, like, I should be ranking it based on its own merits. I know that Persona 3 Portable is going to be, like, the exact same thing, except way better in every single fucking way. So I'm going to put it in good, and that's pretty much all I'm going to be putting it in.
I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with putting it in good.
At least top of good, at most, if you really want to stretch it, lowest to certified banger.
I'm more comfortable with good than certified banger.
I'm like low tier good.
Low tier good.
Know me as low tier
Good.
Less than a year later, after Persona 3 launched, Persona 3 Fest launched in April of 2007. I already know where this is going in the tier list. Anytime I see this, I always think we're gonna be playing Sonic Heroes.
Oh, it's Kimi no Cookie. Okay, I already know where it's going too. We're cool.
No. It's so good. It's so good to start.
Yeah, no.
And there it fucks it up. It's bottom. It's terrible. I hate it.
Oh, they interplace gameplay with it?
This is the only intro that intersperses gameplay into its intro.
Oh, you guys had it.
Is this better or worse than Persona 1?
It's better than Persona 1.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
easily.
It's better than Persona 1. I just think it's funny because all I could imagine was Enigma doing the angry Joe, just like slow walking in a frame. You fucked it up.
It's just taking clips from the answer and just remixing them to the song along with gameplay.
The
Yeah.
song itself is in God tier, but since the in-place gameplay, we have to put it lower. This goes to mediocre because we're dividing it in half.
I came into this under the assumption we were ranking the songs themselves. Are we ranking the visuals?
We're ranking visuals and songs
The
together.
whole presentation, yes?
Specifically
Yes,
ranking
whole
the-
presentation.
Okay.
Sorry.
Where are we ranking this then?
Mediocre.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
yeah,
I'd like it
that's
at the top of mediocre, though. The song is fantastic. The gameplay visuals just suck.
I'm even gonna say some stuff against the anime visuals. It's like an AMV with the cutscenes they already did.
Whoa. Don't disrespect AMVs. I'm from that culture of YouTube that came back when the AMVs
No,
were
but
a
I'm saying
thing.
like
I miss
it's
those days.
There's a difference between YouTube and putting an AMV up there because you made it and you don't know how to do shit, and an actual studio putting out an AMV as their like opening.
The next one is a little bit less than a year later. I'm gonna be real here. I've not seen this, and I don't have high expectations, because January of 2008 is when we start Persona Trinity Soul, which is just Atlas not knowing what to do with Persona after Persona 3.
Some could argue they still don't know what to do.
So I do like the guitar.
Yeah,
Oh god, it's a full-on anime.
Yes.
Yeah, no, this is an anime series. This is not a game. That introduced a lot of concepts of Personas that was completely retconned by Persona 4.
Oh, you said this came out in 2008, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I could definitely feel it in 2008. So
Yeah,
many
this is
things that make
2008 and it'd be so hard.
sense.
I can't even get to the end of this song. This is garbage.
This sounds like a discount Naruto song.
Has anyone even summoned a Persona in this intro?
A1
No.
Pictures.
Oh
Let's
god, it's
go.
A1.
A1 Pictures.
Trust me, we have some bones to pick with A1 when we get to Persona 4, the golden anime.
I already had a boat to pick with A1. They animated Soul
I always
OP1.
had a pull with
It started off okay at best. The lyrics kicked in and you were like, fuck this. And then it got halfway through the song and he tried to like go into a range he is not comfortable with, and it showed.
This feels more like a Psycho-Pass opening than a Persona opening.
Not disrespect psychopaths like that ever again, or I will kill you.
So we doing mediocre or bad?
Bad.
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 Not as bad as
below-
Persona 1.
Yeah,
It's not as
above,
bad as Persona 1,
above,
but it's bad.
Above Persona 1?
Yeah, but Persona
Yeah.
1, because it actually has music.
I think Trinity Soul is the only time Igor has been shown outside of the Velvet Room.
He's just standing around.
If he isn't
Wait.
doing coke off a hooker's stomach in this anime, I reject his appearance in this.
Have you seen his nose?
He's got enough nose to do it.
Let's see if they redeem themselves with the second intro. I don't have high hopes.
I have zero hopes.
Oh, good. It's
Oh,
Evanescence.
no.
Pause. Can I get a pause? Can I get a pause?
Oh, what?
Enigma had immediate issues with this.
Look at the small
I'm screenshotting that. I'm so screenshotting that.
Don't ever talk to me or my son again.
No, it's those memes where they cut out the nose and just have the mouth next to the eyes. Look at it.
This is a certified banger already just from that shot.
The opening song combined with that opening visual just made every fiber of me just feel offended.
No matter what, this goes above the other opening.
Shadows don't work like that.
That's how you're supposed to watch Persona Trinity Soul, through fucking slits in your eyes. It's like, no, please don't do this.
This is Flow?
Oh, that's upsetting.
That's very upsetting.
Wow, they held hands at an opening. That's crazy.
What are you reaching for? Nobody summoned a Persona again.
No, they did.
No, there was
They
a
did?
stop, Mick.
You,
He used his persona to jump. That was a lot better than Trinity Soul 1's OP. It
know
wasn't
what?
good, but it's so much better. That one actually had cool visuals, though.
No, it didn't.
Flow.
I wouldn't say they had cool visuals. I'm just gonna say they had visuals.
Maybe it would have cool shots if we knew what the story of Trinity Souls was.
I know what the story of Trinity Soul is. Don't worry, it did not. I'm willing to put this
It goes into mediocre.
into mediocre.
Yeah.
However, that one frame, God tier.
I think we all need a palate cleanser. Are you guys ready? Because we're going to July of 2008 with the release of Persona 4.
Certified banger. Let's go.
We all live our lives.
This looks so good upscaled, by the way, because we all know the opening to Persona 4. We already know where this is going.
We have to listen to it though. It's beautiful. And here comes greatness. I'm just beating ass. I would have died if his head popped off right then and there.
Here is my moment to say I don't like that opening. That shit is so fucking boring. Argue with me, damn it.
I already did. I just put it in God tier.
How is that God tier?
Are you fucking kidding me?
I would understand if it was like okay or good.
I will concede by saying certified banger. That's as low as I'm willing to go.
If I'm watching an OP for a video game, I want that to excite me. It doesn't have to be like hardcore pounding, fuck you in the face guitars, but like something that's gonna get me excited to play the game. And elevator music, like we all live in a maze of relationship, that doesn't do that for me.
I understand where you're coming from. I disagree because that actually what drew me into Persona 4.
This drew me into Persona 4 so hard, dude.
But also combined with the visuals of the song.
It's so good.
Take the whole things where everyone is inside, like you're watching them through like video cams and stuff. That is literally the theme of Persona 4.
I will only concede points to you on the visuals because there's Risei Tummy.
Let's take a vote. God tier or certified banger? I'm voting for God tier.
Let's take a vote. It gives two options.
I'm voting for God tier, but I'm willing to concede on certified banger.
To be honest, I'm even willing to concede that it's like top of good, but certified banger is fine by me.
I think we can agree on top of good.
What?
This is a collective
You
here.
just said
It's not-
top of good.
There are people who say that it's not that great. We have people who say it's top tier.
I just
So
think
you know
it
what?
fits.
We flip the coin.
Yeah, it's not the most exciting opening, but it fits with everything that Persona 4 has going on. Yeah,
Honestly,
the-
Yeah, I can agree with that at least.
I would have thought that as soon as Persona like 4 was like starting to make the rounds, they were going to keep going with like Persona 3 and 4 because those were the ones that like really took off. But no, we got Persona 1 remake after this in September of 2009.
Okay.
I like the pencil sketches actually.
Ooh.
Oh, I love this.
Oh, this actually is nice.
I would like this way more if it, because I know that TV thing, it's going to happen over and over again.
Well, okay, just transition into a P4 battle theme. Okay.
It kind of fits with Persona 1.
God, what a cool shot.
Yeah, that's the really nice shot.
I'm really digging the visuals.
Yeah, these visuals are sick.
I just don't like the fact that they transition into like just in-game cutscenes with screens. Outside of that, the visuals are so good.
I think in this situation, because it's a full-on remake, it makes sense.
It does make sense to have that. It's like, hey, look at these scenes, but now look at them better.
They still got the blocks falling over,
And that was so much better.
and they turn into the school. Okay.
They did that in reverse.
The reversal.
The only thing from the original intro did, but in reverse. That was better than I thought it was going to be.
The song was decent. It could have been slightly better, but I really like the visuals.
I love the visuals, but I don't like how jarring it is to watch a like TV screen on these beautiful visuals, then show me an anime cutscene that is completely
It's fair.
different.
The weird CG look of all the cutscenes in the remake is really weird, even in game.
I do not like how the cutscenes look in the remake.
It's just two different styles on the screen, and it takes me out of the beautiful one.
Yeah, the juxtaposition
Yeah.
is off-putting.
I think we're all in agreement that it's going in good, but above or below Persona 3?
I blow.
Below.
Yeah.
Below? Okay. That was a pleasant surprise. I'd seen bits and pieces of it, but I'd not seen the full thing before.
This makes the original Persona 1 even worse.
The next one is actually also a PSP remake, but it's a PSP remake of Persona 3, which is next. This looks incredible upscaled.
If the music stays the same, this is worse than the original Persona 3.
It does not.
Okay.
Why would you just assume that off the bat?
Now that I know Persona 3's story, Pharaohs goes away and it leaves Ryoji behind. Oh! Ken only points the gun at his head in one of them because it symbolizes the fact that Ken's social link, where you romance him as the female protagonist, makes me want to shoot myself.
I thought you were actually going somewhere with that, because the only time that he shoots himself is when Shinji comes into frame.
I love the dual sides for like the two protagonist options. And
You can turn it like upside down and watch from the Tensei perspective.
Good luck reading any of this.
Whoa.
Distraction and strategy.
Subtraction and subtraction.
Butterfly effect.
certified banger. I'm sorry, certified banger.
I
Yes.
disagree off.
I agree. Oh, Enigma.
William FF World, I love that you watched this opening upside down. You see it from Femsi's view. I didn't even think about doing that. That's actually, like, because it works both upside down and right side up.
Okay, so Mick, what we need you to do is go to Australia and watch this intro.
Shut the fuck up.
The visuals, A1 steak sauce, perfect. The song is such a generic piece that I'm not gonna remember it.
It starts off, but it's just when it hits that fucking beat drop, it's so good. The da 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 da.
I will give Enigma this. Now that there's been like a minute of the song not playing, I actually don't remember.
As a differing opinion here, I believe so strongly. All right, this is a banger.
I'm gonna ruin this opening real quick. This is the same singer as the Trinity Soul opening.
He wasn't a bad singer. He just did a bad job.
Okay, 8. Are you just forgetting that Flo did the second opening? You're just going to retroactively say every Flo song belongs in D tier because of that?
No, I just like shitting on Trinity Soul.
I'm putting it below Persona 4. You know what? For Pharos going away and leaving Ryoji behind.
For Ken only getting the evoker when Shinji is going down the escalator, and on the other side, Shinji's not there at all. Yeah,
Also
this goes above.
Also, for the sheer fact that more of us agree that it should be higher.
The next one is actually...
Oh, it's P2. It's Innocent Sins.
It's Innocent Sin PSP, which we actually did get in America. We did not get Eternal Punishment PSP, though. Okay, I like that shot of him taking off the mask. That's really good. Why is the music getting quiet when that stuff is going on? What? The only thing that I really like about this intro so far is Tatsuya taking off his face to reveal a more evil Tatsuya underneath.
Ooh, 8's gonna yell at me.
Are they putting sound effects in the intro?
Yes.
Yeah.
Clearly, you have not watched
That's my
enough
only
JoJo
problem
if that's a new
my
thing.
only
to you.
problem with
The
this.
worst part of the opening.
Why are they naked?
Why aren't
Because
you?
everybody
They are
gets
bearing
it.
their soul. I don't know. I never played Persona 2.
It was better than the other one, but it was just okay.
Let me
Nah,
say
this
Let me say
is God tier.
Let me say this. Once again, visuals knock it clean out of the park. Lotus Juice, great. The first part of this song, wonderful. With the woman's
Even when
smoke-
P4 was the subject, I haven't heard Yolanda sound that offended. Like,
That opening part of that song is so fucking ass. I find Lotus Juice to be so fucking awful and cringe.
Kick him from the call. Kick him from the fucking call. We do not talk about our Lord and Savior that way.
I kind of agree with Yolanda.
I don't fully agree with him, but I fall in between the two of you.
I wasn't really paying attention to the words because I was not even going to attempt to pay attention to the words. But the speed and how it was going matched the flow with the visuals very well.
No.
It did at the beginning and then it fucked it up. The song got really slow as Maya was getting picked up by the chains and shit. It's like it didn't fit.
And that's why I say like the latter half of the song just does not work.
I think the issue is that the first part of the song and the second part of the song are so jarringly different. If you had either one style or the other, this whole thing would have been fine. We wouldn't have even had this.
Yeah.
Hey, it's just like Innocent Sin on the PS1.
What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
I'm not going to say it's bad.
It's barely okay.
I think I'm going to say okay, and I'm not going to put it above either of the two PS1s.
I have no idea what the fuck is wrong with y'all.
You know what? No, I'm going to put it above the other PS1 games in okay. I know it was only for a second, but that scene with Tatsuya taking off his face to reveal a more sinister one, that is so perfect because, like, the whole point of Persona 2, they have shadow versions of themselves doing terrorist attacks. And they're supposed to pretend that they are the actual person to discredit them.
If you guys really want to be like this, I'd say bottom of good.
No, it's already an okay.
The question is it going above or below the other PS1 Persona 2 games?
It's easily above the other PS1 games. The visuals alone put it there. Am I getting tied up? Joker being there, Iziki with the crowd's face turning to mask.
And then you take a minute break to watch Lisa play with some butterflies.
Hey, hold on. I like watching Lisa play with the butterflies. I like that. This is why it belongs just in okay, because we have so many differing opinions on what is good and what is bad, and the only person who is like, this is God tier is 8.
Yeah, because I'm the only one awakened to the truth.
We are going to October of 2011 with Persona 4, the animation opening 1.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
I have the credits list one, so that's why it looks a little bit off here.
The second OP is better than the first one.
There, no,
yeah,
there
it's-
are parts of this that I like already.
Wait, hold on. Let me get a feel for the song because I never watched the anime like that.
It is generally just the P4 OP, but not as good.
Oh.
Yeah, I have opinions.
I have some opinions, and I have a feeling I'm gonna be the contrarian this time. Goose, yeah, pretty much.
Oh, and the lyrics are. Oh.
I think it's better than the Persona 4 opening.
You are a fucking liar and a
You
fraud.
are the wrongest person that has ever lived.
Okay, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, okay, no. Okay, hold on.
No, we'll save your opinions for the end.
The moments of the visuals that I love, the way that like everyone like has like the different filters over themselves in the beginning,
That's
and like
I was
all
going to talk
different
about that
text.
exact same thing. That is really good.
It's like Rise's get covered up by like her stage performances. Yosuke is like an online message board. Teddy is just complete nonsense because we don't know what the fuck he is.
Yosuke, Reddit.
And the phones with the TV stack of TVs in the middle. It's so good.
And then it drops the ball when all the personas come out.
Goes from Persona to generic action anime, and
There
it
we
just
go.
it kills the vibe that it was building up the entire time.
You have to understand that this is a generic action anime.
No, don't you dare say that about Persona 4 the animation. The anime of Persona 4 is so good.
I don't like the song. It is.
I
not
was just about to
good.
say that. I didn't pay attention too much to the visuals here. I'm going to be honest with you. I can't pay attention too much to visuals unless they're like really good. The song is like okay when it starts out, and then when it changes up towards like probably like 30 seconds in, it just tumbles downhill.
When the song started, I thought the instrument was out of key.
It does not belong in banger. I'm just gonna say this right now.
doesn't.
Put
It doesn't
in banger,
belong anywhere above good at most.
I'm gonna put it above Persona 1's PSP intro.
Sure, that's fair. I was remembering Persona 1's like TV screen anime cutscene thing.
It just killed you.
Yeah, and I think the
Shall we take another trip in the time machine to January of 2012? The second opening to Persona 4, which, okay.
Ew.
Okay, you gotta remember, this is specifically the second half of Persona 4. Like, when shit's ramping up. They already have saved Rise by this point.
I don't care about that. It just sounds ugly.
I love the visuals here of the glasses in the TV world to show how they're connected. But I don't like the song. I don't like this song, though.
Okay, this automatically goes to mediocre. This is reused from the first opening.
No, it's not. This is completely
No,
different.
it's
completely
not.
different.
No.
It's a completely different fight.
The first part with Izanagi is just a scene from the first opening.
It's not. I can show you side by side. It's not.
Also, the
And-
song is garbage.
it's not.
This visual, though. Oh, this visual is so good.
Is it?
The dropping the glasses that they're on the stack of the TVs. It's so.
Is
I don't
it?
know.
I don't know how you
Okay,
can say this is
hold on.
bad, Yolando. I
Hold
don't
on.
know what whacked up part of your brain is
No.
malfunctioning here.
I
This belongs in bad.
Oh, this
just
conversation is
belongs in
happening,
bad.
isn't it?
Bad?
Let me speak.
Hold on, no, Enigma, give me 1 second, because I need to just say,
No,
Yolanda,
I'm like offended. I'm like offended at how bad
think
this is.
about what you're saying. You're putting this next to Persona 1, where nothing happened.
And I hate this as much as Persona 1's.
How are you alive if you have opinions like this?
I like that I started talking first, and then everyone else started going, "Let me speak, let me speak."
Sorry.
Sorry.
No, it's
Okay,
Because I feel like I have to defend myself.
Ah! Let me go.
Okay, hold on, Enigma, go. Enigma.
First off, it's not bad. It's the same problem I have with P3P. The song is just such a generic piece that I already forgot what it was about. I can't remember the melody.
It doesn't fit P4 at all.
It sounds like 2012.
I understand that the point of a tier list stream is to have incredibly strong opinions on things that don't matter. But there is one thing that I don't think can be argued is that any P4 opening, no matter how bad it is, it still sound like it has the P4 sound to it. It does not sound generic. It sounds like P4.
This one does not sound like P4. It has P4 visuals.
It has P4
Nah.
visuals because it has the P4 characters and glasses in it. That's about it.
No. I know what Mick is talking about. It's the glasses in the real world and clearing up all the fog around everywhere. Like, I understand what Mick's talking about with the P4 visuals.
You could replace this with Time to Make History.
Actually, it'd probably be better.
It
Think
probably
about
would
it.
be better.
Yes.
Yo, I would love that.
No.
So step on up to the place. Need to face what can spin on into the light of
No, replace Time to Make History with this song. Sorry, let me make that clear.
The song, absolute garbage. 100% garbage. Start to finish, garbage. The visuals, you see the characters, cool. We see the characters. That's important. You look through the glasses, fucking, we get it. You look through the glasses, you see things through the fog. We already knew this. This has been established forever now. Get out of April, please. The glasses, they all hit the ground at the same time. That's kind of okay, you know, like, but like, I'm not fucking crazy for it. And fucking everyone taking off glasses. And that's it.
Every different shot of the glasses, you could tell that they were different pairs of glasses for each character and that they were in different locations. The persona scene in this actually is a lot better, mostly because it has visuals from the game.
I like that it's specifically enemy advantage, because at around this point in the game, the enemies do have the advantage.
I recently rewatched this anime. This intro starts playing after they catch Mitsuo.
And they're still in April?
Where are you getting April from? We are in April, Yolanda. If you're going to complain about them being in April, complain about us being in April.
I'm going to complain about April. This is the worst month.
Where are we putting it?
I'm fine with it being in good, but below the Persona 1 opening.
It has to be above OP1 at least.
It cannot be above
No,
OP1.
it's not going above OP1. It is going in.
It is leagues better than OP1.
It's going above the PS1 Persona 2 intros, but below the PSP Persona 2 intro.
I am fantastically okay with that.
It's so funny that we're getting so heated over something that we are determining is okay. Oh, God, I just saw what's next. All right. You guys ready for disappointment?
I actually do not remember Arena's opening.
I remember Arena's opening, and I remember how much I do not like it.
I remember it, and it's disappointing.
Yeah, Ultimax gets better.
Ultimax slaps. I'm sorry.
I don't hate the song. This is just taken from the arcade cinematic.
Well, that's probably because that's
No,
where it
Blaze
would
opening
be.
tier list.
I was tempted to have Blaze Blue openings ready just to compare against Arena, because we had Continuum Shift 2 at this point.
We also had Guilty Gear for many years.
Chris!
Labras.
I do love that shot of Labras, but that's pretty much the best part of this intro.
Every time I listen to this song in Persona 4 Dancing, I forget it's from Arena. It does not sound like a fighting game song at all.
Ironically, the second anime opening would work better for Arena than this. This is
the one
Teddy.
iconic part of the song. Eddie.
It so abruptly ends.
it feels like it's building up to a finale and then it's just done. Like what?
I waited that entire song for it to turn into a song from a fighting game, and it just never does. The thing I said earlier, if I'm here for a video game, I want the song to make me excited for the video game. That goes double for this. Like, this is a fighting game. I want to get toxic by the end of that theme song, okay? I don't even want to get into the fight yet. I want to teabag you at the moment that song ends.
I want to put the controller down and just teabag you right there on the couch. What do you mean?
Yes.
A fighting game song is supposed to get you pumped up and ready to throw hands. And this one's just like, okay.
Swap OP2's song and this song, and they work better for each other.
Yeah, no, the hard rock of that works better.
What the fuck were those visuals?
There's a shot of Rise licking her lips.
You see, I was about to bring that up. I actually like the visuals here, but like, just because I like the art style.
It's a good art style, but it's so static.
There's 3 shots I like. 1, Teddy walking. That is funny.
Teddy walking
That's
is
funny.
hilarious.
But why is Rise walking towards the battlefield even though she doesn't do anything? She's not playable.
She's
We don't
walking
know.
towards to commentate, Mick.
No, that's the actual Rise. The shadow Rise is the one who's commentating.
I may not like Rise all that much, but her looking at her lips, that was a nice shot. And
Also,
2,
Labras.
The Labra shot is great.
Labras was great. That's the part that's like a fighting game thing, like from like IP. Oh shoot, that's a new character. Who's that? She rolls up. It's Labras. Don't worry about it. She's gonna beat your ass.
Where are we ranking it?
Mediocre.
I would like to say mediocre, yes.
Mediocre.
Mediocre above Fess.
Which is weird because I don't find it
I feel
as
like
sinfully bad as the others.
In tier lists, it's like I find myself too moderate. Because like for me, it's like I'll just put it in okay. Like most of the ones that I don't like will just end up in okay.
The next one is Persona 2 Eternal Punishment for the PSP. I have not seen the intro for it yet, but I've heard this song before, and I think I like the song, I think.
Oh god. It sure does begin.
This song just screams, "Do you like vampires?" at me.
Yeah, this is Hellsing.
yeah, this is Hellsing.
The more we watch this, the more Hellsing it gets.
I love it, like Tatsuya's face being just burned there.
Oh wow, he put on glasses. Worst opening.
Is that supposed to be the Hindenburg? I don't know.
No, it's Hellsing.
It's Hellsing. It's literally Hellsing. We got
He
separate.
was talking about
Also,
the blimp, you idiot.
this is actually just
Yeah,
awakening the
that's
chaos, by the
literally
way.
something else. What do you mean?
Yeah, no, I was thinking the same thing. This is just New 13. It's just awakening the chaos. Oh, Tatsuya disappeared right at the end there. That actually does play into the story a bit.
Don't talk too much about the story here. I haven't played P2.
I haven't played it either. I just know a little bit. I just know like summaries and stuff.
I give it a Hellsing out of 10.
That's a rating, I suppose.
It was definitely an opening.
It felt more like an opening for something that's not
is-
Persona.
I'm gonna put it above the other Persona 2 openings, but I'm tempted between okay and good.
I'm okay with it being squarely placed right before OP2.
Before, do you mean above or below?
Above.
Yeah, let's put the
Better
PSP
than.
games together.
Oh no. Oh, we're gonna get mad.
Just
We're about to
get
get mad.
it over with, Mick.
Let's
All
do
right.
this.
Band-Aid off.
You ready for
Rip off
we're-
this MF Band-Aid.
I hate this opening so much. I know it's happy game Persona 4, but come on. Like, there's
Well, hold on.
I know they've got like the hanging bodies and stuff, which is good, but it Oh, that's why you're gonna be okay with this intro, aren't you, Yolando?
Well, I was just about to make the joke, but I guess fuck me.
Yeah, you're not allowed to make any original jokes today.
I'm just here to be an asshole. That's it.
Okay, this is a great shot though. Him throwing the glasses, like that's a great shot. I love that. But outside of that, I hate this intro so much.
I counted 3 things that I really liked in this intro. 1, the butterfly landing on the TV and becoming the antenna. 2, using the police tapes as the credits while doing the hanging bodies. I don't know, something about that has always just been iconic to me. And number 3, that final shot.
The visuals just don't match the game for the most part. The thing is, they match the additions made in Golden. But the problem is, they're focusing only on the additions when it's supposed to be the entirety of Persona 4. Shadow World sucks. I hate it.
I disagree. I like
love it.
Shadow World.
I might be biased because the first time I heard Shadow World was in the context of the fighting games, which it should not be a selectable song in the fighting games.
If Naka can be a flippin' theme in the fighting games, then so
No, but
can
that's fun. Okay.
I
Shadow
really like
World.
using Shadow World in training and challenge red.
I think the song is
Yeah.
low-key kind of dancey and it's a
Shadow
nice,
World.
happy little song. It doesn't have to be crazy good.
Yeah, no, the animation for that opening is not stellar, but I like the song.
So when I listen to Shadow World, I like cozy up into my bed and just kind of like dance along. And I'm like, yeah, let's go. Let's play some Persona 4 Golden on the PS Vita.
I am probably biased, but I'm still don't want to put it above mediocre.
I put it at least at bottom of okay.
I will put it up to okay, but I'm not going to put it at anywhere above the bottom.
It can
of okay.
literally be at the back of okay for the whole rest of the stream.
For the
I
rest of
just
time.
don't think. I just don't think it belongs in mediocre.
But you want to know what does belong in mediocre?
Is this just going to be Kimi no Kyoko?
This is
Burn
Burn
My
My
Dread.
Dread. This is
Oh,
a
okay.
remix, though.
Is it a remix?
It is a remix, especially when we get to the end of the OP, you'll hear it.
I'm going to be honest. I don't even want to watch the whole thing because this is 3 full minutes.
Yeah, it is a movie opening, to be fair.
I did like the P3 movies, but the first one was probably the worst out of all 4 of them. He's just sitting there in the train.
He's just sitting there menacingly.
Now that's an adorable Fuka shot that does give this intro a couple points.
Fuka's great.
What I see, this is incredibly dull.
It's the problem with designing an intro for a movie. You can either choose not to have one, or you just sort of roll with it.
You see, I don't really consider this an intro for the most part. The only thing that makes this an intro is the fact that it has Burn My Dread.
At the same time, it's still better than P1.
That's not hard because something happens. Even if something bad happens, it's at least more interesting to watch than P1's opening.
You could play 3 minutes of Patrick in his dream riding the coin-operated seahorse, and it would be better than the P1 intro.
Told you this was a remix.
I do like this remix more than the original. And Yukari trying to force herself to pull the trigger. I like that. That is a good scene.
It's also taken directly from the game.
Yeah, this is the movie based on the game. It's going at bottom of mediocre.
It doesn't necessarily deserve to be rated on the same scale, but it's in the tier list. So, and now something
Oh,
two
here
in a
we go.
row that I'm much more excited for.
This gets me hyped to play Ultimax. I almost never skip this intro.
In this, I like Lotus Juice
Yeah.
because he's playing off of someone else.
Kuma.
The only problem with this intro is I had no idea what the fuck they were saying for the longest time.
That's kind of what happens when you have Lotus Juice on board.
And Risei's the new fighter. Ah, yes. Even though I don't like playing her that much.
Give me Marie visuals, cowards.
Marie was DLC. Sorry.
I know what she is. Give me the visuals anyway, cowards.
Ah, I love it. Even though objectively it's not the best. It's Ultimax. It's fucking Ultimax.
Certified banger.
Certified
That's what it
banger.
is.
I really like the song. I do admit maybe just a teensy tiny little bit more could be done with the visuals other than just cut-ins of names, but it's really good.
With a fighting game intro, you want to show off all the playable characters and like you want to give them a brief second to do their thing. I love Yosuke spins his knives and then he has to panically move out of the way for Chie. That's fun.
Yeah.
It was kind of mediocre to me. Like, not mediocre in the sense of like it belongs in the mediocre tier, but like it's okay. It's like it's fine.
So,
Yolando.
Is just he is on demon time right now. God,
I am.
I understand your viewpoint, but it's fucking Ultimax, and I'm putting it in certified banger.
It doesn't
Also,
belong in certified
it
banger.
does.
It really does.
absolutely does.
It does
I-
not.
Bottom of certified banger. Bottom of certified banger.
No, this goes above P4's opening.
No,
disagree
no,
on
I'm
that
not.
one.
I'm not. I'm
I
not taking that one.
disagree
I'm
on
sorry.
that.
I think it's great. I'm not putting it above P4.
I even still
Wow.
think P4 should be the top of certified banger.
Anyway, let's get the next certified banger out of the way.
I can't wait to be contrarian. I don't even know what
I know
it
you
sounds
can't.
like.
How we make each other.
This was not the lyrics I was expecting.
This kind of thing.
Oh, I do know this one. Yeah, we can put this in the banger tier.
I think this might be our first God tier one. I'm gonna be real here.
Time is over.
I'm sorry, that image of Kanji just
Hold on, wait,
catching-
wait. I get so
Okay, yep,
confused. Like,
yep,
what the
yep,
fuck?
it goes.
God dear, I'm sorry.
I love her taking the bite of the corn dog and then dead.
Because it's so cutesy, but it like this story can get dark at points.
So God tier,
Yeah,
God tier,
God tier.
God tier.
God tier, God tier, God tier, God
God
tier.
tier.
God tier. Yep.
God tier.
Yep. Yep. There's not much to say because it's just everybody knows Persona Q's intro is so good.
There is one thing I do want to talk about though. Kanji catching Kamaru is just so adorable.
Koromaru,
I keep calling him Kamaru. I'm sorry.
Yes, you do.
Koromaru.
you've learned from me. Good job.
I love Teddy popping out of the suit and Aigis just being like, "What the actual fuck?" Like so confused.
You guys want to talk about the song for about 45 minutes so we don't have to get to the next ones?
No, let's just keep moving on.
I feel like we should just rip off the band-aid.
Oh, wait, before we continue, Yolando, if you try to put this in anything good, we have to have a talk.
All right, well, let's listen to it and I'll let you know.
We are moving only 1 month later because Q released in June of 2014. This came out in July of 2014. I hate the animation of the golden anime. It's so ugly.
Oh god.
It's Shadow.
What the fuck is wrong with your
What was
face,
that freeze
Chie?
frame? Yukiko looked like she was about to buy Wonder Bread.
Kanji's the only one who looks semi-normal. Rise, no. Ah!
Rise pause.
soul.
Those thoughts head of
Naoto looking surprised to even be in there.
This is the only intro that features Nanako.
Oh, hey, it's one of the best Persona 4 anime characters. No, you run back! Get back on that train!
It's Shadow World with worse visuals, and I already don't like Shadow World, so yeah, this is shit. I'm gonna be a little bit fair to this. This was not meant to be an intro. This was meant to be more like the Persona 3 movie intro where it's like establishing shots because they start the actual OP on the second episode. So in that sense, it still sucks. I don't care. It's fucking terrible. Not even being the only Persona intro to feature Nanako saves this thing.
That makes it worse.
I assume it's also the only one to star Ai Ebihara.
I'm gonna put it below Persona 1.
Bullshit. Okay, that is way too far.
What?
It's bad, but it's not below Persona 1.
It's below Trinity Soul. No, you know what? It's above Trinity Soul. It's above Trinity Soul.
I'm about to say, even that's a stretch.
Actually, it's above Persona 3, the opening movie, because it has Nanako. That's
Okay.
the only thing. That,
No.
It's above
That's not
OP2
okay.
because it has Ai Ebihara.
No, if anything, that makes it below Persona 1.
What's with the hate for IME?
I will not
Fuck
take the
Ebby.
Ai slander.
fuck Ebby. Oh my god.
That's because you didn't play the games. You didn't go through
I've
her
seen
persona.
her social link in the games, and it's not as bad as the anime,
You're
but it's still
lying
pretty
to
fucking
me.
bad.
No, Yolando, I have played the games. I've played the games multiple times.
Yes,
And I
you
still
have bad opinions always.
He's not wrong.
Oh my god. I'm putting it top of bad.
That was bad. That fits. All right, let's get the second band out the way.
Oh lord.
I really don't like this.
This is part of my study playlist.
This is the dancing visuals.
No, this is not the dancing visuals. Do not disrespect the dancing visuals ever
No,
again.
I mean, like, the exact pose that you was in, that's just from dancing.
I hate the animation. It's so ugly.
These look like fan arts.
How did they make that scene worse?
Oh god, Eagle. Oh god, Eagle.
I don't mind this bit.
That was kind of neat.
The golden animation is canonically a new game plus run of the game, so they have that little visual of him with all of his stats ranked up.
That's neat. Are they all
Yes,
ran towards the
that's
screen?
Yeah, but they do that in the golden menu.
Yeah.
It's way, way better than the first golden animation opening.
I wouldn't say
Golden
way. I will
animation?
agree that it is better.
It is better, but a pile of bricks would have been better.
Okay, I know you're saying that as a joke, but I legitimately used to have a pile of bricks in my room. Please do not talk to me about that.
Don't talk shit on bricks, okay?
Like, legit,
No,
bricks are
I
like.
was singing the praises of bricks. Bricks are really cool. They are better than the Persona 4 Golden Animation OP1.
I like the song in terms of me using it as like background music for me trying to study.
This is definitely study music.
Love OP2 and mediocre.
You really want to put it below Fess?
Yeah.
Yes.
This intro appears in the dictionary as the definition of mediocre.
That's why it's in the middle of mediocre.
So there's actually a third intro for Persona 4 Golden.
Excuse me?
Oh, God.
I'm scared.
It's confusing. It's only used in one episode. You're not going to believe this when you see this,
It's key plus words.
but with a lightning filter on it so everything looks washed out
This is easily the best Golden OP.
for one episode, and the animation style of Golden does not look like this. And they put the new fucking...
What does that mean? Enter key to accelerate.
Hey, if you're really going to get on Persona's case for lyrics not making sense, you have to disavow all Lotus Juice music for the rest of time. You can't just start picking and choosing.
Yes, I can. I'm very good at choosing.
You're not very good at picking.
Now the OPs for the Golden anime fucking suck. However,
If you're about to play an ending, I'm going to shoot you.
I am, but it's actually good. I know Yolanda wants to see this.
No,
Well,
the
I-
fuck it doesn't.
It's just
I'm
Marie.
just gonna keep my mouth shut.
It's just Marie that I'm extremely happy. Let's go.
Already. I like the visuals of this.
Already, every opening for a Persona 4 Golden is trash. This, perfect. Oh, this is the greatest thing ever. Do we have a placement for this on a tier list?
No, unfortunately.
Because this goes immediately into Gotti.
Why is she naked, by the way? I don't
Why
get
the
that,
fuck-
though.
Why aren't you
Stop
naked?
It's the same reason Tatsuya
Don't question
was.
it. Don't question it.
It's symbolic, Mick.
Fuck symbolism. Is she just naked for being naked? I don't care.
The song is good, and the visuals are good with Marie being trapped. It's
Butterflies.
Oh shit, 1,000 familiar mods.
Did you guys know the series likes butterflies?
No. They put all of the season's budget into the animation of her turning around.
This is a good ending to a really, really shitty show that I fucking hate. There's no place to put on the tier list because this is not part of the tier list. But I think it would be put in, at the very least, good if it was on the tier list.
It'll be in God's here. What do you mean? It's Marie.
No, let's be honest here.
You have to understand, I am a tsundere simp. I love me some tsunderes.
Design-wise, Marie has the best design out of anybody in Persona 4.
Anyone in the entire series, and that's the hill I'll die on.
Now it's time to get onto the good shit.
We've been on Marie for this whole time. What do you mean?
Exactly. Like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
God's here.
I'm thinking God tier as well.
God tier.
I'm a Marise simp, and this scene is it's great.
Okay,
love
I've
the
tried to do
bit.
that several times with the hand that she does, and it's just like, yeah, no, that's physically impossible.
Here we go.
Oh, this is wait, this is so cool.
This scene is so good. How do you even come up with this?
With your mind.
The second Yosuke busts it down sexual style by going down like fucking like
How do you conceptualize this? Cinematography for animation.
that's just so fucking good.
I think I forget her name, is the worst part of this
Anime.
opening.
I really like her parts.
I like the.
It's not even bad. It's just like, yeah, parts are fine. They're just easily the weakest part.
I think that like
But it's-
last
but
10
it's
seconds of
weakest in an
visual was the worst part,
intentional way.
where it just throws everyone on screen for 10 seconds. That's the worst
Yeah.
part.
Isn't this opening mostly rotoscope? That it could be. I actually don't know.
No,
but it
that
could
is
be
rotoscoped.
That would make sense. But it's like really well done.
I think the song P3 dancing is better. I personally think the visuals of P5 dancing is better than that one. But the blend of the two together in P4 is done so well that I think that it's better than both of them put together.
Can somebody please teach me how to do the Naruto hand thing?
I've literally tried that as a kid, and you have to be flexible and fast. That shit is hard.
That's insane that they conceptualized this idea thinking, let's actually perform the moves and rotoscope them into 2D animation to make this fucking fantastic visuals. And that's why it's above Q. It's above Q.
Yep.
How do you guys like Persona 5? Because that's all we have left aside from P3 dancing.
The tier list is going to look very slanted in not too long because a lot of Persona 5 stuff is going to end up in the top half.
It's because Persona 5's soundtrack is just really good.
The evolution in style is.
It's not the evolution in style, it's just Persona finally got style.
Whoa,
Yes.
whoa. I disagree. Persona had some style
No, you
before.
were just wrong.
Ryuichi, what the fuck was that?
Yeah,
You had to try to run.
This is done by the same person who did the animation for Yuri on Ice, right?
Yeah,
I don't care.
No,
I don't care
so.
enough to know the answer to that question.
Why are Haru and Makoto doing nothing in this intro, though?
Keyboard smash.
Okay, when I first played this game, this made no sense. Note, he's the only one that's completely grayscale.
God tier.
Yeah, gotcha.
No, I don't think it belongs in God tier. I think it
mean,
belongs
at
top
the-
of
at
good,
the-
bottom of banger.
This weird thing. I don't actually listen to a lot of Persona 5 songs on my own time, mostly because of how overexposed they are in like every YouTuber's like background of their videos and stuff.
Beneath the Mask, it gets used in every video essay I've ever seen, pretty much nowadays. Before we get into the story and characters, I think it's important that we address the elephant in the room.
I love Persona 4 to death. It is definitely in my top 3 games of all time, but P5's intro is just better.
Is it above or below P3P?
Above.
Above.
Hands above.
Above.
I'll personally put it bottom of God tier, yeah.
Bottom of God tier.
It does not
Alright.
belong in God tier.
The only reason I'm tempted to not put it in God tier is because we need to be really stingy with God tier, and I know that we have another OP that's coming up.
Persona 5 does not belong in God tier because like it's really nice, stunning visuals, but the song is really underwhelming. Like it's good. It doesn't belong any lower than good for the song alone, but it's just not that great of a song.
I would say it's a very good song, just maybe not for a game's OP.
This is my first time seeing this. I've heard the song before, and I like the song, but I've not seen the intro.
I have not seen the intros to any of the Persona 5 things. I've just watched the anime and I was bored.
This is so boring. What?
What is this rip-off Code Geass opening bullshit?
There's more stuff happening on screen, but in terms of like interest, this is like, I didn't expect to go back to Persona 1 in terms of like nothing fucking happening.
That was like the one good shot of this entire thing. Bad right above P1.
Yeah.
You're really gonna rank it below Trinity Soul?
Yes.
I'm not gonna be that harsh. I'm gonna say it's above Trinity Soul.
It's boring.
Because it has a good
Trinity
song. It has a good
Soul's-
song. You know what? I'll put it above even the Golden Animation OP1. I really like the song.
It
I'll
just
say this.
continuously builds and builds and builds and
Builds
builds
and
and then
goes
doesn't go
nowhere.
anywhere.
Put it below the opening one of Golden.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, here's the thing. This opening did not have Aya Bihara in it.
Put it below P1 then. Let me stop. I'm getting tired of this eye slander.
I stay in my eyes all the time. That's why we have to wear glasses.
But no, the reason why that's a funny one.
Persona 5 has so much fucking over-the-top action and style, and it was just static shots for the entire intro.
This
Yeah,
had
this was-
nothing.
This was the one Persona opening series that should have been a bunch of action shots.
And it was just static shots. Hi, Mick from the future here. After this stream, we had so much discussion over our placements of certain things, and the main thing that we had a problem with was our placement of Persona 5 the Animation OP1. We were admittedly really harsh towards it. It's not as bad as what we said. Now, for the rest of the video, you're going to be seeing it placed at the very top of bad. We decided to make a change in the final list to move it right above Persona 3 FES. The Persona 5 anime was airing when the dancing games came out. So the openings for Persona 5 get split up by the dancing games.
Yo, does that look like a fish at the top of the
I hate you, Enigma.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, this song just hits a little bit too
Oh,
different.
that song is so good.
It's just so fucking clean.
I wish Ben had a better outfit.
Have you seen the high definition versions of this?
There's a high HD version?
I think they're like fan made high definition versions, but like they're just like instant nut.
This song is so good. Like, even though I think this has the worst visuals amongst the three, it's
You think
just
this has the worst visuals?
like overall.
I've got some opinions.
We all
so I
do,
think
Mick. You're not special.
No, but I've got some strong opinions on this one.
We all do. You're not special.
This is the top god tier.
Top of God tier.
I do believe it's God tier.
Top for God tier.
I thought I was gonna have to fight for that, but no, everybody's agreeing. Okay, sweet. Sweet, we're good.
It's a great visuals. I just personally think comparison wise to what we see in the rotoscope of 4 and the better parts of 5, overall the visuals fall below those two, but the song itself just turns it to such greatness.
The visuals there are what do it for me. I can't explain how like strongly I feel about these visuals. Like it's just so nice.
You just think about how dark and depressing Persona 3 is. And it's like finally these guys are getting a little bit of like lighthearted fun for a bit. The song has a sense of reunion to it, but also just like a relaxation, but like just so upbeat, and it's so not I love this intro. It's so good.
This is the one song of the dancing games that I listen to without the visuals. When the dude starts rapping, it's like rapping from the perspective of Makoto, like, hey, I didn't want to leave, but I had to. We have this one night. Let's just party. Let's get our groove on.
Lotus Juice making sense lyrically. It has to be top of God tier.
Are you ready for things to get a little bit more disappointing?
Ooh, I have something else to talk about at the end of this.
I don't hate this, but I don't love it as much as the other two dancing games.
It's not as good as the other two dancing games.
We're about to see the best shot.
Or worst if you don't like Morgana.
Fucked up. I don't disagree though.
Here it is.
This is taking Trinity Soul and doing it right. I love the song for this bit.
I love how they all just flip into frame.
That was a very weird smile he gave the camera.
Why'd they stick it in there? It doesn't work.
I don't agree that it doesn't work, by the way.
The song is all right. It's nowhere near 3's song, and it's not as good as 4's. However, where this one gets points over the other two, in my personal opinion, is overall the visuals and what they show.
Maybe it's just that I don't have a ton of connection to P5 because I know P3 and P4 way more than P5. I think the visuals are good, but it's the song that really does it for me. But I'm going to be totally honest. In terms of my opinion, I'd put this at the top of good.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I heard a scoff.
Yikes.
Pixel, what are
I
your
heard a
thoughts?
scoff.
I'm kidding.
That was powerful.
I enjoyed the songs more than I enjoyed the song for 3's. I can't really give you an objective definition as to why. I just did.
If it's style-wise, obviously music is super subjective.
Well, yeah, obviously. I did also kind of enjoy the visual direction a lot more than 3's as well.
I just realized we kind of stuck it at the top of God tier without even talking to you about it.
I don't really enjoy being contrarian for the sake of it, really, when I can help it.
I don't either, but someone's got to do it.
Where do you want to put it then? Where would you put this?
I still think it's like top of Certified Banger. Like I'm pretty sure they both belong in God tier. Honestly, I'm saying I prefer P5 dancings over P3s.
Bottom of certified banger at least.
Here's the thing. I like it more than Ultimax's opening.
Okay, the reason why I was partially saying I wanted to put it top of good is just because good is kind of wimpy compared to certified banger right now.
Maybe we can move
the point of a tier list
Ultimax
isn't
down to
be-
good and then put this at the bottom of certified banger.
We could do that.
Yeah, you know what? I'll accept that. I don't like it, but I will accept it.
I don't think that's how a tier list is supposed to work, but okay.
Move Ultimax back to banger.
Right.
Just have because one thing about Persona, I see like their songs are either mostly bangers and amazing or terrible. Nothing's really all that good.
Should we go into dog shit now? I'm assuming based on what I've heard. I've actually not seen this.
The faster we get that over, the faster we can get to PQ2 and then Strikers and then Royal.
Okay.
No need to groan at him. He is factually right.
I got some opinions on Q2.
No. He is factually right.
He never said anything about opinions.
Mick, anytime something happens on the stream, he just says, I have some opinions.
Because I do, okay?
We don't need to announce it. We all have opinions, Mick.
Already world's better than the first one.
Already leagues better.
Oh, absolutely.
I actually kind of like that.
Yeah, that opening is kind of nice.
Get fucked, Ryuji.
I like EY in the background.
Yeah.
Oh, the
that's the
politician.
Oh, there's Oya and
Gia!
Jaya.
I can't.
Sojiro.
I can't
Yeah, this is pretty good.
With the hat.
With the hat.
This is good.
This is like
This is pretty good,
very
actually.
actually.
Good.
I was not expecting that.
Ooh, that was a nice shot.
It had Takemi and Kawakami in it. That got a lot of points.
Futaba got hopped.
Futaba will be balling.
How long did it take for that basketball to go into the hoop?
Futaba isn't ballin'. Futaba is ballin'.
I'd ask why they're naked, but we've had a couple of those in Persona intros already. Oh, look,
That
it's
is
the
Makoto.
P3 Pro tag.
Wait, who is naked then?
We both made the same joke. Fucking Chris. Before we rank it, I have a quick question because I'm very, very confused. This is the same song, but this is what it looks like in the actual show.
Yeah, I don't get this.
Which is the actual opening?
No, it's the one that we watched.
All right, so where are we putting it?
Top of good?
But
Top of good?
yeah,
Top of good.
Top of good, bottom of
Yeah,
banger, even if
yeah.
I
I
wanted to
can't
push it.
believe that Persona 5 the animation
Has
has
a really
redeeming
good opening.
qualities.
Move. People are dancing to God tier, so we have a P5 in almost every single tier.
We only have like 3 more P5 games.
Enigma, that's also not an argument.
Let's bump Trinity Soul up to God tier so that we have Trinity Soul representation in God tier.
You guys ready for one of the best OPs of all time?
But hey, Mick has opinions.
He has opinions. Oh, hold on, we got jazz. Hey, you like jazz?
What are you doing, Joker? What
Yeah,
What are you
what are you
doing,
doing?
are you doing with your
He's
mouth?
singing.
That's not singing.
No, he's opening and closing his mouth. Big's eyes.
Okay, I like that. I like
I
this,
love
where
that.
Here we go.
Let's
Go!
Rapid
Bad.
Kamoshida.
bad. It goes into bad right now.
Kabushida, man, insanely based.
And they're Femc.
I think that's the time for that.
Believe it or not, when you're falling to your death, you think about a lot of things.
Have you fallen to your death before?
Well, I believe we fall to my death. Let me tell you, it's not fun.
This could be your thoughts later in life when you fall to your death.
You
tell me I'm
Did you
thinking in the
just think
future?
of the Persona Q2 opening?
It is okay. It is not amazing.
I'm not arguing to put it in God tier, but I think it's very good.
I heard the song before I saw the intro, and when you think this is a P3, 4, and 5 crossover with P3P, and you listen to this huge bombastic music that is like, oh my god, it's so fucking good. The ideas and the visuals that come to your mind, it's like, yes, I can't wait to see this. And then it's like, oh. You get Joker going,
I will put this between good and okay. And it's not just because Kamoshida.
if it's music alone, this is near top of God tier.
The reason why I put it between good and okay is because comparative wise to the Q1 opening, where we get a wonderful blend and interactions of all the characters, we don't really get that here.
The 3 and 4 cast got fucking sidelined in that completely.
I think it's above the original P3 and below P2 of the animation.
Yeah.
If you want to put
Yeah.
it somewhere.
My problems are just with the visuals. Music-wise, I think it's one of the best, by far.
I would put it higher, but I'm taking that point of view into account already.
I wouldn't put it above Dark Sun.
Yeah, it doesn't go above Dark Sun, but it goes right below Dark Sun.
So next is P5R, and guess what, guys? I have opinions.
Not anymore. I took them. They're mine.
Shockingly, I don't have opinions.
And ass.
It gets a bump because of on-ass. Okay, I only saw it for the first time the other day when I started P5R.
The thought of just Haru slapping anything is just funny to me. I'm sorry.
I love the squeaky hammer.
And I'm just going to P5R.
What are you doing, Kasumi?
Dancing, you got
Hey,
dancing in rain?
I know, but that was so abrupt.
Sometimes
That's
the
really
mood
just
just
Persona. So I want you guys to remember that they're throwing these gems around. You just got hit with a headshot. I stole back my opinions from 8. 100% prefer the song to this one, but visualized, prefer P5 original.
I am actually the opposite. I prefer
P5s.
the visuals of this one, but prefer Wake Up, Get Up.
I think I prefer the original in both visuals and song.
Wow, we're just all divided across the board here.
Nope, we are not divided. Me and Mick stand united on this one.
The visuals here, for me, I don't really like them, especially because of what P5 is and how it's supposed to be all themes of rebellion and all that edgy crap. And so just seeing all the carefree happiness, I'm like, that doesn't really fit.
I think it fits. They're rocking around the city with baseball bats.
They're smashing down society.
It's the idea of Golden's intro, but done better.
Because it shows off the new things like the grappling hook and stuff.
Top of anger.
I disagree. I do not think this is better than P5.
I don't know. There's just something about it that doesn't.
It's
grab
not
me
better
as
than the
much.
original
I don't know.
P5.
Where are we putting Royal? Where are we putting it?
Below
After
P2.
Dark Sun.
Yeah, around there.
All right, you ready for the last one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Strikers. This is the one
I've been
I
waiting for
don't
this.
know.
I've been waiting for this.
Why do they all get
Battle Line.
stylized? Yo, the drip is real.
Wait, I forgot I love this one.
That one clip of Haru might. Okay, I'm gonna be so torn when I go through P5. Oh my god.
You are the easiest person to please and the hardest at the same time.
Yes, I am.
Sophia!
Okay, is Sophia related to the Kirijo group in any way or no? I just
No.
want to know. No? Okay.
Kirija's group does not come up like
Who
at
the
all.
fuck else is making giant robots then?
It's the Patriots.
You assume there's only one company in the world making giant robots, and that's your downfall.
All right, that was good, but I don't think I'd put it super high.
May I?
8, you may.
From song alone, this might be one of my favorite songs to ever come from the Persona 5 era.
I agree.
That's an opinion.
You Are Stronger is insane. I love it.
Is the thing, and this extends to basically everything we've listened to in the stream. There are so many tracks that have their own kind of vibe that you only really click with when you're listening to them alone at like 3 a.m. They're all different in that kind of way. Like there's P3 vibes, there's P4 vibes, and there's P5 vibes.
And there's whatever the fuck P1 and 2 are doing.
Well, yes, a lot of these, they were enjoyable listening to them now, but I enjoy them more when I'm listening to them on my own.
I mean, like, it might be just biased because, like, I hadn't seen it before. That was my first time ever watching it. It didn't, like, blow me away. I'd still say it was good. I think I'd put it above Persona 1's PSP remake, and maybe even I'd put it above the Persona 4 anime.
OP1.
I don't know if I'd put it above P3.
It goes below P3 because
Aw.
it's time for Nick's opinions again. Like maybe more if I listen to it more, the song could possibly stick out more. But on a one-time listen, the song is not memorable.
That is also playing in conflict with the fact that Burn My Dread is ridiculously iconic.
I do like the cracked screen turning into, like, a prison bars. Like, that's, like, really cool.
I like how they're using their code names instead of their actual names.
And then there's Navi.
Yeah, why did they put Oracle?
Let's be real here. Q2 is the gatekeeper of, like, the top tier.
Pretty much. It stands guard.
You will not reach past this point. Honestly, I would say it's. By the way, when I say this, I don't mean anything bad by it. Before I get shot by like 3 people, close my window. It's the second weakest opening of P5.
Bang.
Well, it looks like I'm dead.
I'd put it below P3.
Yeah, it's below P3.
For me, they can go either way is the problem. Like,
Yeah.
those two could
Yeah.
flip-flop for eternity.
Let's go through the tier list and make sure that we agree with this.
One eternity later.
I am surprised we went through this list and we didn't make any fucking changes at all. You remember the Danganronpa tier list we did, and it was like
war.
shifting
That was
things all over the
war.
place right at the very end. It's like this one, nah, we're solid.
That stream was also about waifus and not about like music OPs. Like at this point, we're just kind of done, but we can just jab about pretty girls forever.
We have our tier list saved. I will be posting this to Reddit and we're gonna get fucking killed for it. Hello everyone. This video took a long time to make because I was learning a lot of new editing techniques and I'm really happy with the finished product. If you liked our back and forth, check out our recent video where I had the guys try to guess Steam games based off of funny reviews people left for them. And if you like Persona, check out my Twitch page because I recently started a blind playthrough of Persona 5 Royal. I'm also working on another scripted project like my Tron video, so if you want to check that out, subscribe to be notified when it comes out. With that said, thank you all so much for watching, and take care.